Megan, is your face smiling this morning?
It is.
Today matters. A life is built one day at a time. The passage in Deuteronomy we looked at a couple weeks ago, and I'd like us to return to it here. Let's say the passage together. So if you faithfully obey the commands I am giving you today, to love the Lord your God and to serve Him with all your heart and with all your soul, then I will send rain on your land in its season, both autumn and spring rains, so that you may gather in your grain new wine and olive oil. I'm glad that God didn't give a huge list of stuff. The value above all values is to love God with all your heart and with all your soul, with all your strength. I think we've made life much too complicated. I think we've made serving Him and what the church is about way too busy. It's about a relationship. That's what life is about. And it says if you do this today, what can be accomplished in one day? I don't know anybody that lost all the weight they need to do in one day. I don't know anybody that builds houses in one day. I don't know anybody that accomplishes much in one day. But if we continue to do this day in and day out, God says a life that's fruitful will come upon you. That's what this means. But we live in an instant society. We want things now. It used to be when people used to sit down 150 years ago, the whole meal took a couple hours. People don't even sit down together hardly anymore. Some people don't even have a kitchen table. There's rare times where we even come together. We want things instant. We want instant relationships. We want instant success. I don't know about you, I want to go to the faucet, turn it on, and have instant water. This is what we want. But we bring that into our relationship with God, and it doesn't work. Today matters. Each day, where we are going, what we are doing, matters. Success doesn't occur one day in someone's life. For that matter, neither does failure. Each is a process. Each day is preparation for the next. Turn to your neighbor and say, you know, you are in preparation.
You're in preparation.
Each day is preparation for the next. What you become is a result of what you are committed to each and every day. That's who we are, human becomings. We are in the process. Some of the different things that we need to address every day if we are going to have a fruitful life is attitude. We talked about that some weeks ago. That attitude gives us possibilities. If you got a sour attitude, you can't see the good out of anything. If you have a good attitude, if you have a godly attitude, one of my favorite passages, Romans 8:28. And we know, Paul says, that in all things God works for the good. God works all things for the good to those who love Him. Everything. Do you believe that? Everything can work for your good if your heart is after Him. Every single thing. It doesn't say in that passage that everything is good. Everything has been good. Everything feels good. Because it's not. But God's big enough to somehow make it good. That's possibility. If you lose possibility, you say, why try? What's the use? Attitude is huge. Priorities give us focus, health gives us strength. I think we all understand that. We need focus. That's what priorities do. Every day we need to build in priorities. Every day we need to work on our attitude. Every day health gives us strength. If we don't have strength, it doesn't matter if we have a good attitude or priorities. We can't go about and do it. We need strength. Family gives us stability. Thinking gives us an advantage. Commitment gives us tenacity to keep going. Finances give us options. No money, little options sometimes. Faith gives us peace. Relationships give us fulfillment. Generosity gives us significance. Values give us direction. And growth gives us potential. Every day, as we work on these different things, life can open up. John Wooden says, when opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare. I always like that passage, that quote. I thought it's a great quote. If we keep preparing and doing the right things, when the opportunity comes, we will be ready. We will be ready. We're going to talk about values today. I knew there was going to be an opportunity. There was going to be an opportunity someday for my trumpet, to play trumpet. So that's why I practiced a lot. Because when the opportunity came, I wanted to be ready. What are you preparing for? What are all of us preparing for? As Christians. Okay, talk about it. What do you mean, Jesus?
Jesus comes back.
Okay, we're preparing to meet Him. To meet God. How do you want that meeting to become? How do you want that meeting to be? How many know that someday we will see Him face to face? What are we going to tell Him? How do we want that meeting to go? We know there's a meeting. We know there's a time. How are you preparing for that meeting today? Because it's all about preparation. Because it's going to come. How are we preparing for that? That is some of the keys. Anyone here, how are you preparing for that day?
Building a relationship with Him now.
Building a relationship with Him now. Talk about that. That's good.
Hanging out with Him daily. Trying to find out what's important on His heart. Working at obedience. What He wants for me today. Start.
Oh, I think that's huge. Serving Him now. Listening to Him now. Developing a relationship with Him now. And walking after that. How many of us want that meeting to go well? You want that meeting to go well? I have different people I say, I would like to meet with you, and then sometimes people say, what do you want to meet about? Because it's been in the past. I wouldn't call myself a principal, but coming into the principal's office is not a great thing sometimes.
Sometimes?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's not always that.